What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stomp podcast, where I am now bald. I'm like Randy bald, not like fully
You're
bald.
Gilbug.
The fuck?
You don't know who... Am I thinking the...
You think about
Gilbug?
Goldberg?
No. You don't know who Gilbug is?
No, I'm thinking...
Goldberg.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
He's skinny, bald, but he's skinny, bald, small.
I'm just thinking I look like Randy in like 2010.
And I could 100% be saying his name wrong for some reason.
All right, I wanted to open up this episode before we get into the actual topics we're talking about, which is today we're talking about Deadline. We're talking about a certain injury that happened. We're ranking our PLEs for the year.
We got SmackDown that happened on Friday.
That I watched most of it, I think. Eventually, I got to it.
After I mentioned it today.
Yeah.
We don't have Monday Night Raw because we're recording this early.
Mm-hmm. Because I have work all week,
so we're recording this before Monday.
All right, I have a massive question to ask you.
No.
What has had a bigger impact on the history of wrestling, especially recent history of wrestling?
Okay.
Becky's nose getting broken, creating the man.
Okay.
Which also took away the Becky Ronda match.
Yeah.
Or Roman's day one, the PLE match getting canceled against
day one
Brock because Brock was supposed to take the Universal belt.
Day one.
You think? You're taking the man away essentially. Like what spurred the man into like
So here's my reasoning.
Okay.
We lose the greatest story we have seen in the last decade.
Sure.
Sami Zayn never breaks out like the way he has.
Okay.
Jey Uso never breaks out the way he has.
Okay.
The Cody return has to find a new story.
Okay.
And we don't know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We lose granted, we lose a bad Mania match between Lesnar and Roman. But we lose all that storytelling. Solo might not get called up and be pursued how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're losing that day one match. We lose the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Which is not a good thing at fucking all.
Yeah, but you also gotta realize that, like, if Roman wasn't champion for the last year and a half, do you know how many other Universal champions that would spur that? I mean, Drew gets an actual spotlight, means that, maybe even Sammy gets a spotlight after fucking Mania.
I don't know. I really think that he only got as big as he was because of the shit he was doing with the Bloodline.
AJ Styles gets another run. Maybe John gets another run. Like,
I think what we have gotten out of the Roman, that one change has in 20 years, this is the storyline people are going to look back to wanting to be better than.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone wants to be the best woman of all time.
Yeah.
Producers, AV wrestler, men and women are going to look back and say, I want to have a better story than the Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a better title run that lasted 3 whole years so far and counting. Or might be even 4 now. I don't know.
No, 4 be shit.
4 will be SummerSlam or whatever.
September, I don't know. Something like that.
I want to beat his probably at least 3.5 year run as champ. Jey Uso is never main event Jey. We never get the fun Jimmy Uso. They're stuck together for a while still.
Mm-hmm.
And get lost because the current tag team division feels one note sometimes of every tag team stays the same.
Yeah. Okay.
The Bloodline completely changed that. I'm
just thinking, I agree with you mostly. I'm just going to say a little bit of devil's advocate here. Becky Lynch's the man, or we're going to call it, spurred women's wrestling so far into the mainstream that it made a main event of WrestleMania.
It helped so much.
That made Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair main event WrestleMania, which again, CM Punk hasn't done. There's a whole Seth Rollins hasn't done, technically speaking. There's a ton of other talent that hasn't main evented, but we had a women's match. We should have more. But
there's no wrong answer to this, and there's no right answer either.
I think it depends upon your perspective.
I think there's no right answer.
Because I prefer women's wrestling.
I think there's no right answer here. Roman's one of my favorite all time.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's perspective.
So
it's like
I'm gonna have bias towards Roman, and the Bloodline's been my favorite storyline I've lived through by far. So
And I
it
find it's
really is a
perspective,
perspective. It's 1000% perspective.
Yeah.
And no one's wrong. No one's right.
I was just thinking about this because I was reading. I don't know what I was reading. I think I was reading about because someone tweeted about day one, and
About
then,
how
about how like this is the biggest butterfly effect in WWE
wrestling history.
And I'm like, well, there's a few more you can think of. I mean, there's some tragedies that have happened in WWE that we can talk about that have affected Eddie Guerrero. There's another name I'm not going to mention because
Voldemort.
Yeah.
He shall not be named.
Yeah.
And that
And
changes. I mean, Paul Heyman even said that was gonna be the face of WCW.
yeah, so ECW.
ECW, sorry.
But like there's a ton of those, but I was thinking like more PG than like grim, like people dying, like Becky Lynch not being the man creates a whole different rift and everything. It's like that.
Even and you'll hate this. Of what if Vince fired CM Punk right away instead of sending him to Paul Heyman?
Yeah,
because he sent CM Punk to Heyman to fire him.
Yeah, he did.
And Punk is now the most controversial wrestler of all time.
We'll talk about Punk later. We don't need to
but
talk about him.
Also had his but also had his long ass run where he was the best in the world, authentically. So
was he the best? Punk. Was he best on the mic? Was he best in the ring? I don't think
he was great. He
might have been great in both sides, but was he the best in both?
I'm going with his freaking character.
Yeah, I understand that, but it doesn't mean it's true.
But you know what Really? You're really playing that?
It doesn't mean it's true.
Please, do we need to bring up the tweet you posted?
We'll talk about that tweet deadline, okay? Let's wait till that. SmackDown happened this Friday. I'm gonna have you lead since you watched most of it.
I have more of an idea because I texted the Doug this morning because he sent me. So we're talking deadline, the injury. I'm like, nope, SmackDown happened. He's like, I didn't really see SmackDown.
I don't see him. Punk showed up because it was a tribute to the troops.
So, yeah, Punk and Kevin Owens had an interaction, which was hilarious, and really played the fact that they're playing half the locker room likes Punk, half of them don't.
Which I really do appreciate.
I love that.
I think it's the only way you can get some of the fans who don't like Punk right now on the side of Punk. So,
and I like who they're doing who don't like him.
It makes sense. Those
KO,
are the guys who are
more serious guy. Doesn't like Punk.
These are the guys who are WWE at heart. Like they've always been WWE. Like I can see AJ Styles being like, I'm on the side of Punk, because he's experienced outside.
I don't know if they'll cross paths, honestly.
Probably not, because we probably think that CM Punk's going to Raw.
I saw an interesting theory on that actually, but we'll get, and you'll hate it, but we'll get there.
Okay.
When I talk about that, Randy paid Nick Aldis $100,000 for a $50,000 fine.
Hilarious.
Fuck, he knew.
He said, "It's gonna happen again, bro."
I almost wanted to quote that saying, "Dude, Randy's tendencies are just he knows them."
Yeah.
That was definitely not a scripted RKO either.
No, definitely not.
That was definitely Randy just taking over.
It's going crazy, yeah.
Kevin Owens is going to participate in the tournament still.
Awesome.
And he said he's going to punch Grayson Waller with his broken hand.
He definitely should.
We had Randy Orton and LA Knight versus
Jimmy
the
and
Bloodline.
Yeah.
Jimmy's all continuing to sell the hell out of Randy Orton.
Yeah, well, I mean, it should.
Which I really appreciate how he had to get helped. The refs had to help him to the back after. I don't remember which move it was, but
I love that he was just laying on the mat. He was just like there for.
They lifted him up to get him to get it under and put him back in the ring, and he just laid there afterwards. He's selling the hell out of. He's having fun. I mean,
he's still mid.
There's a tweet about who you taking between Yeet and no Yeet.
Well, Yeet's back.
But that was the joke was Jimmy versus Jay.
Yeah, but Yeet is back though.
Yeet is back.
They got the copyright back.
Thank God. So we can say just Yeet. We had no Yeet last week.
They announced it the same day we put up the podcast, and I was really pissed because the thumbnail is no Yeet.
No Yeet.
So I'm like, I got really pissed about that.
But and then the big interaction though was Punk's going to be in the Rumble. That became abundantly clear. But he and Cody crossed paths, and because Punk went on an awesome promo to start about you hate it, but it was good about Roman and that his
The only thing I liked about it is that you can't be able to punch people behind the scenes, Kevin.
The tweet that came out of it was they really thought an ADA was going to stop him.
But I also love that like there was no pop in the arena because like probably no one in WWE watched AEW, but like the internet reaction was perfect.
Oh yeah, it was meant for new.
It was meant for the IWC, so
and this should have been a pop for that.
Nah, not.
But the big thing was when they interacted because his goal is main event in Mania.
Yeah,
and Cody and him crossed paths, and Cody said, "Sounds like the only way to finish your story is to win the Rumble."
And Punk's probably gonna win the Rumble,
which is also the only way for Cody to finish his story.
False elimination chamber.
Not. Yeah, but the thing I saw on Twitter, which I love this idea, was Punk wins the Rumble, and he's a free agent, tries to SmackDown, surprisingly, wins the Rumble, challenges Seth instead of Roman. Okay. And then you have to do a trade, and Cody goes to SmackDown, Punk goes to Raw.
And we do elimination chamber. That's just how this works. Yes.
This
is literally how it worked for Cody. I think. No, this is how it worked for fucking Rhea. She basically had to be traded because there was no brand split at the time. She had to go to SmackDown for most weeks before WrestleMania, and to face Charlotte to set that up. It's kind of how it works.
Well, you want to talk Deadline now? Since we got
there's one thing that happened at SmackDown we have not covered. Charlotte Flair is injured.
Oh yeah, no, I thought we were gonna do that after Deadline.
No, it's what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, Flair's hurt. Charlotte's hurt.
As much as we talk about Charlotte on the show,
we love Charlotte.
She's great,
and
she gets better.
It really hurts too, because this is when she signs. Now we're officially in that time frame. We're in Charlotte time. Yeah, and the injury's not good. No. And it's not people coming out after Asuka for it. It's not Asuka's fault.
People keep pointing to the moonsault. That wasn't where she got hurt. No. I mean, Asuka was not in the right spot. I will say that, but that's not where she got hurt.
They got hurt on, and they didn't solidify themselves on the top rope.
It was just circumstances happened. It happens. It's not Asuka's fault. Sucks.
Hopefully, she recovers fast.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be a knee injury, which takes a while. So she probably won't be ready till Mania. Probably till past Mania, I'm guessing, which kind of sucks because, like, again, Mania Charlotte's a different. Bianca versus Charlotte seemed like that was the direction they were going to go with it, and that was going to be great. But we move on.
I think she recovers and gets SummerSlam Charlotte this year for once.
I think she'll get better after.
I think she will. I think she'll put all that effort into SummerSlam.
I hope so.
But there's actually one more thing we can talk about because it's SmackDown related.
What's going on, my guy?
And that's the NXT competitor has been revealed.
Yeah, boy, I called it last week.
And it's who it should be. It's either needed to be Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes. It's Carmelo Hayes. It's him.
It is him. You know that definitely not AEW merge. That it's
right. Oh my god! But don't get me started on that because Fox posted a picture of Lastly in the Street Profits saying "We them boys." Yeah. which is another wrestler's slogan.
It's just so tedious between.
So it doesn't matter. Oh well, sayings are used by everyone. Do you know how many people say "I'm him" on the streets?
Yeah, but that's different.
I don't care. It's like I don't care. But I think if there's a lot of people who have probably said "acknowledge me" through wrestling.
I think it's as a reference though. It's not like it's on merch though. That's the difference.
So to me, it makes no sense. But oh well, Carmelo's there, which is awesome. I definitely feel like we're gonna get Carmelo versus Kevin Owens.
You think that's the end goal here?
I think that's gonna be the second round match.
Okay, I mean,
because it feels like the SmackDown matches are the next two
on free to them facing each other. Huh? Putting on that on free TV seems like a crime.
I really hope that is the final winner faces Logan, or Carmelo goes and wins it and just stays on the main roster.
I don't think so.
That won't happen.
We'll talk about
the Deadline. Deadline keeps pointing us to it's going to take another year.
Not another year. Probably another 3-4 months. Probably until around Mania.
But hey, we can wait.
Yeah, absolutely. Deadline was
unlike some people who, and this is not related to Bloodline. This was before not Deadline. This is before Deadline happened.
Mm-hmm.
Is Booker T said he wants to see Braun Breaker in NXT for one more year.
No, he's tired. He's ready.
And Twitter got heated. But I can see where Booker T is coming from.
I can see Ronnie on the main roster, but he can go up now.
I know he can. But I see what he means.
I see what he means.
We have lost. Is the main roster stacked right now
on Raw?
But who's he going to feud with on SmackDown right now?
AJ Styles.
That'd probably be the only name right now that I could be down.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is in his shit right now.
Currently,
I agree with the
winner. We don't know if he's doing the winner.
Even if it's half, give him half a year. Debut him at Mania or SummerSlam.
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a huge. I think that around Mania, whether it be like the few weeks before or the few weeks after, there's gonna be a massive call up, including Roxanne Perez, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker. No, Roxanne's ready.
I think they're gonna want to continue to try to build some of those NXT women's storylines some more.
If there's a storyline going,
and I think they're gonna try to call all 3 or 4 up together, and do with them all at Core, Tiffany, Roxanne.
I think Tiffany needs a few more months. I love her. She's great.
I think all of them will just be all at once and kind of be
the next 4 horsemen.
Next 4.
Yeah.
The Sean 4, you could almost argue.
There's a Trish 4 okay.
So they're not the mini 4 horsewomen. So I really think, and I think once again, I think Mania SummerSlam season we're gonna get the Carmelo Hayes, Ilya, Braun. One more name. That's one more name, but I think we're gonna talk about him more in a bit, and it's the same person, and there has to be someone else called up with him in order for me to approve that, and it's not a wrestler; it's someone on commentary.
I think as long as the talent they just signed recently that they've been signing like in the background that's been like develops well enough to progress, like they can move some of these guys up. Especially like there's Lola Vice who's developing nicely. She can stay on NXT for a little bit.
Well, sounds like Lola Vice plans to challenge one of the main roster titles.
She fuck off.
I saw that on Twitter. Is that she mentioned how she might do one of the WWE Women's Champions.
Lola, stay on NXT right now. Challenge whoever wins between Cora Jade and Lila Valkyrie. Like, you're fine. Just stay down there. Lila can stay down there for a little bit longer. There's a ton of like small there's a ton of like brimming talent there that's ready, and there's some that's not ready that they can move around and push up. It's kind of like that Paul Heyman. He had this like this thing like how he wanted to develop talent. It's like you have one main event talent, then you face him against a mid carder, then you move that becomes a main eventer. The whole big like developmental thing he has, but I think he's on the right track with that. So,
well, we talked about NXT Kaleb. I saw a Twitter thread earlier today.
Yeah,
and I was like, there's gonna be a point where I can mention this.
Always.
And especially since we're talking about calling up Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes is going on a main roster stint. Mm-hmm. It is perfect. It's quote things this man would say if he was the manager of a heel Carmelo Hayes. This man is Stephen A. Smith. And my favorite reply was that whoever he's feuding with, the example was Bronson Reed, was let me get it. I want exactly what it said. It was he's a bona fide scrub. This man cannot wrestle. He's a bad man. It's just there's one more that was not appropriate for podcast that I found hilarious.
This podcast has said some wild shit. I doubt it.
No, this is wild.
Okay.
This is wild.
Let's actually go through Deadline real quick.
And then
we're already 20 minutes into this.
Something else I had. I think I had another something with Carmelo. I swear I did. Yeah, we can do that. That's something we can do if we have more time afterwards, like we usually do. All right. Oh, do we want to talk about Bryan Danielson before we break into Deadline?
What's happened with Bryan Danielson?
He also hands out fines,
Yeah, we know this because he was part of the community that
which
fired
includes
Punk.
social media.
That's funny. Didn't he
So
say something on social media about that?
Huh?
Didn't he tweet out like, "I'll find everyone"?
I think he did. He did. Because if you don't watch AEW, I'm gonna find every single one of you. and then someone tagged Sarah, aka Paige, saying, "I now understand why you've been quiet on." And she's like, "I don't give a fuck. No one can stop what I'm saying."
If we have time, I'll want to talk about Paige, but I don't know if we'll have time because we're already 20 minutes in, and we got to talk about Deadline, and we got to talk about the PLEs.
Yep. All right, let's talk Deadline.
Nathan Frazier versus Axiom. Axiom won by pinfall.
That match was still solid.
People are saying that Axiom needs to move up. I think he can. I think he can stay down there, but also appear like on Raw and SmackDown from time to time, like how Dragon Lee's
have a
been
fun
doing.
match.
Yeah, I think he can do what Dragon Lee's been doing the last few.
Have a fun match. Oh well, I don't need. You're not ready for the main. That is a wrestling style that I don't know how well. But Dragon Lee's is different because Dragon Lee's does more non.
Dragon Lee's Rey Mysterio just 2.0.
It feels like Axiom relies on his explosive high, very crowd reaction based offense.
Ricochet,
not worse Ricochet.
No, because Ricochet's pretty bad. I think Axiom's better.
Worse Ricochet.
False. Next up, Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. I'm so fucking upset right now about this fucking match.
I saw your tweet. I saw the tweet.
Yeah. Dom lost by pinfall.
It felt clear on Friday night.
Yeah, I guess.
When he beat Santos.
I guess. Just I love Dom as champion. I'm glad that Rhea is not angry at him right now. So
Monday is gonna be so fun.
Oh, he's gonna go after fucking JD and fucking
Damien and Finn.
But Rhea's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it for whatever reason, like because I was
You're fine, mommy. Thanks for not giving me the belt.
But like she could be like, I was not there because I wanted you to like do it on your own. But the boys don't have an excuse.
I think Monday's gonna be fun as hell because of it.
Great. I love
I think it was right for him to drop the belt.
Yeah, I
transition into a full only main roster guy.
Yeah, so he can challenge Gunther and win. Yeah, obviously.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Dominic Mysterio's gonna. Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Blair Davenport won. I don't really give a shit because Cora Jade returned at the end of the match, baby. Was it Cora? Wait, that's her return, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Cora Jade's back, baby. And that's what I love about it.
Which was it sparked my favorite moment.
What was her favorite?
Grayson knows what's coming.
I don't know exactly.
Is with Cora Jade's return, there's a post post show interview, and if you didn't know, CM Punk was at the show.
Yeah, he showed up at the beginning of the match.
And he and Cora Jade had an interaction. And for the people who don't know, Cora Jade, massive CM Punk fan.
She is. We know
massive. And it was I tweeted and said, I don't care if you hate CM Punk. This was insanely cute. And Grayson's response was, wait, I agree on a CM Punk take with you?
I do.
And then what made it even better is he posted something that was also pushing his like towards CM Punk later that night.
CM Punk took a picture with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez calling.
Yep, that's what it was.
Tagging AJ Lee, saying these are my kids. Also with their Chihuahua, which is disgusting looking, but that's because Chihuahuas are disgusting looking. But
he said
if Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez are fans and are the future of the WWE's women's division and are fans of CM Punk and CM Punk is pushing them to be better, I'm okay with CM Punk being around. Do I like it? No.
He is slowly coming around on CM Punk.
Anyways, Tiffany Stratton was the MVP of this match.
Tiffany Stratton's awesome.
Oh my god, she's awesome, my guy.
Grayson texted me like, "Can we officially become the Tiffany Stratton fan club?" I'm like, Grayson, I've been on the roller coaster. I'm officially becoming the unofficial Tiffany Stratton fan club podcast. And it took him this long to finally realize.
No, I've realized Tiffany's been great. I'm just saying
you didn't. You weren't on
I'm a fan
on as I was.
Yeah, I was because I don't watch NXT as much as you did, but like watching Tiffany's matches.
Tiffany's amazing.
Tiffany, I don't know if she's completely ready for the main like to go up, but she's
Probably not.
I give her a few more months and she'll be.
I say next Mania season. Call a bunch of them up.
Carmelo Hayes versus Lexis King.
This was a plot twist at the end.
Yeah, the only thing that was notable is that Lexis King didn't attack Trick, but this was just to get him on the PLE, which honestly hilarious twist.
I love the tweets of Lexis King really just wanted the PLE paycheck.
Fair enough.
He also streams on Twitch now.
Does he? So does
I saw a tweet.
So does Maxine Dupree.
Dub. Massive dub.
The only issue I have with Lexis King right now is his fans and their what they call their fan club. It's terrible. Just don't stop calling yourself that. Just find something else.
What do they call it themselves?
The Lex offenders.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah, it's not good.
I am not a Lex offender.
The men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Braun Breaker did great in this match.
Braun Breaker walked in and said, 1, 2, 3, you got go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Night Jacket jumping up. Nah, 1, 2, 3, get out of here.
The only thing I have to really say about this is that Trick Williams did his best Dolph Ziggler. Once
again, I am not the one who mentions him.
I know, but it had the comeback.
Oh my god,
the Survivor Series.
My favorite tweet was someone posted a picture of Trick Williams and then the picture of the comeback icon in WWE 2K. Trick in the last minute of the Survivor Series. The best moment, the best one to me though was the Braun Breaker pin, because that spear to that knee. Braun Breaker felt real pain. That I'm convinced that man did not sell that. He was actually knocked the fuck out. I
don't doubt it. Not at all.
Because I feel like that knee definitely collided.
Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. A steel cage match.
Who won that?
James.
No.
By pinfall. But you know what that tells me about a lot? That Roxanne is willing to put over other women. Doesn't have the ego of like, no offense, a Charlotte would have during the Mania season.
I will say a lot of the women's roster feels like they don't just have that ego.
The NXT women's roster has like zero ego. Granted, the main roster, there's some.
I think that's when it develops. The main roster.
Yeah, but that's also
unless your name is Asuka, but Asuka was also
that also comes with like success and stuff that comes with it. But like when like they start pushing you, that's when your ego starts to develop. But right now, Sean has been pushing Tiffany, been pushing Roxanne, Cora, and stuff like that. He's been pushing all these women, and there is almost zero ego between all of them. They are willing to push each other high and above. I think that's the thing about NXT that I really like is that they are more of a family type thing where like we all want to succeed. We don't want one person to be left behind because the main roster, there's people who are like, fuck you, I hate you.
Yeah.
Here, it's like, we all want to succeed. Let's push each other to be better. So, and if that carries on to the WWE, absolutely love it. NXT Championship, Ilya Dragunov versus Baron Corbin.
I'm upset.
Why?
I wanted Ilya to drop it.
You can go fuck yourself.
I wanted Baron to have his run.
Well, Baron is off having fun with Taylor Swift. So
I just so you know that is one of my bookmark tweets. it included the McAfee's response to dude went from bum ass Corbin to hanging out with millionaires and Taylor Swift. What is his fucking luck?
Just the most random place for him to be at, anyways. Just
he's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, but like just a random in that suite at that time. Like I did not picture like football, Taylor Swift, and Baron Corbin.
You can 1,000% tell that Taylor Swift has no idea who the hell he is.
Oh, absolutely not. But I'm thinking with the crossover that was not on my 2020 bingo card was WWE, football, and Taylor Swift. None of that was on there.
No, my bingo card did not include Baron Corbin taking a selfie with Taylor Swift. That was not. If you had that on your bingo card, I want to review the process of it getting make it. I want to review that process.
Especially because we was in Connecticut on the previous night, so like that's kind of wild.
But Ilya retained, which I can't complain. I loved it. I loved the segment they had before the pay-per-view though, where Baron goes after him and Ilya just hugs him and basically says the only one who can slay the dragon is the dragon. And then I saw a tweet today asking if Ilya is actually human.
That goatee says yes because it's a mistake.
Ilya is just really good.
Yeah, but the goatee's not.
It's not. But Ilya is ridiculously good. And he has no business being as good as he is at his age.
That's true. All right. So today's episode was mostly centered on ranking our PLEs for the year. We are finished with all the PLEs. We're doing the main roster ones because I don't think we watched all.
I don't think. Yeah, we didn't watch them all, and it wouldn't be fair to throw them on.
Because I think the only ones we actually watched were No Mercy and Deadline. Yeah. So
and it's not fair to try to rank the all. And maybe next year we have NXT ranked separately.
Probably. We'll probably have
because it might not be fair to either or because NXT ones get way more build. While main roster ones have to flip on a switch, which hurts some of these.
Yeah. So how are we doing this again? Are we doing by number or are we going by PLE?
So we're gonna go by PLE and then at the end we'll give our full list. So then do you want to do reverse chronological or do you want to go chronological order? I think chronological.
Probably chronological.
Just to keep it.
There was 11 PLEs, correct?
Oh yeah, that's how many I have.
I just want to double check that we have 11.
I have 11.
All right. If we're missing one, then it's both of our faults.
I straight up was on Google last night and wrote down every single one to make sure.
I'm just glad that I got 11 now.
And I DM'd you the same list I had to double check.
I did this. I mean, I think I double checked yours with mine, but
yeah, I don't think we missed one.
All right.
All right. So the first PLE of the year was the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble.
Some highlights. Well, I'll just name all. I have all the matches listed.
Okay.
I genuinely AV pay-per-view have AV listed.
You labeled all the I didn't even do that.
I have AV match listed.
This is the thing. I do everything behind the scenes. He does everything on the scenes. That's what happens.
So I'll just name all the matches because there's only 5. LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt in the Mountain Dew match.
Underrated match.
Underrated. Rhea wins the Rumble. Cody wins the Rumble. Bianca versus Alexa Bliss.
Not good.
And then we had Roman versus KO with the Sammy turn.
And honestly, I don't think the match was all that great between Roman and KO.
The storytelling was amazing.
But the storytelling, fantastic.
So, as I told the Duck before, my 2 through 5, I'd say, flipped all the time. The Rumble, at one point, I think I had it all the way up to in second. I had it all the way down to 4th.
This is actually the one that never moved for me.
I had it at 3rd.
Same here. I had it number 3.
Whoa! I as a joke, I wrote Bat Duck's list Royal Rumble 1 just because Rhea won the Rumble.
The thing that drags down is Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair. That's what drags down.
To me, and a lot of this list was rewatchability for me. Is could I go back and
Rumble matches? I think are really hard to rewatch just because
I love Rumble matches.
Rumble matches are great. I'm just saying I think they're really hard to rewatch.
A lot. I rewatched a decent amount of them.
Okay, I just think it's hard to rewatch.
If I could rewatch it and still enjoy it,
I've had those final moments of Asuka, Rhea, and Liv Morgan on the apron, those final moments, that's on repeat throughout the whole year. That's the biggest moment in my head for that. Besides Sammy,
iconic moments: Rhea, Liv going the distance, both of them going the distance. Gunther breaking the record for longest time in the Rumble. Cody winning the Rumble in his first match back.
Which if they didn't, I think this would have been skyrocketed to 1 if they didn't announce Cody coming back.
I think I would have. If Cody wouldn't have been announced, I think this would have been second.
Yeah.
And then the turn, I really thought I one point added in second, but one pay-per-view had to beat out for second. Okay, Elimination Chamber. Highlights, Asuka wins in the Chamber.
Did Asuka win the Chamber?
Asuka won the Chamber.
Did she?
Yes.
I don't remember.
I did not remember the winner either.
I remember the men's Elimination Chamber match.
Yep. Lashley beat Lesnar. Edge and Beth beat Finn and Rhea.
It's all right.
Theory retained in the men's Elimination Chamber.
It was a bad end result, but a great match.
It was a great match. And then Roman beat Sammy.
In a great match, yeah.
In a great match. And it found its way to 6th on my list.
You're not gonna believe this.
Huh.
It's 6th on mine.
Watch, we can have identical lists.
I don't think we do, because there's some
I'm confident our last place is the exact same.
I don't think so.
I feel
I definitely know one won't be the same because mine is wild.
Yeah, I was one. My one is different than yours. I can guarantee you. My one could be a 6th. Well, it can't be a 6th.
Well, it can't be the 6th. We already got the.
It could be a 7th for all I know. But
all right.
To me, there was no horrible. Lesnar versus Lashley wasn't great.
That's the only bad match I can think of. But everything was kind of just mid. Besides the Meds Elimination Chamber and the Sammy versus.
And the match wasn't as great. The story behind it was spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
And that
was
to
wife
me,
at ringside, so
yeah,
I think it was I fell asleep at the end, but that's just because I was watching it like really late at night. So, so I watched it late because I was at work. So,
okay.
All right.
In fact, pulling up the Mania because this is the only one I didn't type out.
Yeah, we're doing Mania as one big
Mania
chunk.
as one, which hurts Mania. Because
night 2 wasn't the greatest thing in the world.
Night 1 would have been top 3 probably.
It would have definitely been one for me.
And night 2 would have been low. So some highlights: Theory retained against Cena.
That's a highlight. That's a downlight.
That's a downlight. That wasn't match of night 1.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea beat Charlotte.
Absolute fucking banger.
We had the KO and Sammy beat the Usos.
Sammy kicking on the 1D, yeah.
Seth beat Logan.
Awesome match.
Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus for Damage Control.
Wasn't great.
I didn't like it at all. And then we had the best entrance of Mania, Dominic Mysterio versus Rey.
Wrong. That's not the best entrance. I will say that I love their entrance. That was a great.
I love the Dom.
Both had amazing entrances, but there's one entrance that's much better.
Is it Edge?
No, it's fucking Roman Reigns with the fucking final boss music, my guy.
That's fair.
Watched that on repeat all the fucking time.
Then the last on night 1 was the men's tag showcase, which was stupendous.
I think I was to say it's stupid. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, man?
No, this was the originally everyone thought the bathroom break. If you went to the bathroom, I apologize.
Yeah, that was good.
Night 2, Roman beat Cody.
Sadly.
Bianca
40-minute banger, though. A 40-minute fucking banger.
What? Didn't Bianca retain or did Asuka win?
Bianca retained here, then they fought at Night Chamber.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The outstanding IC triple threat between Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew.
We'll talk about that in
Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell.
That was a good match until the end.
Yeah. And then we had Lesnar versus Omos.
That's what opened out the fucking night too. So where do you have Mania, my guy?
I was shocked. I had it in 4th.
I had it very close at in 5.
I was in 5th. It was in 5th for a while, but then there was one that was in 2nd. I kid you not, until we were originally going to record, and I texted with them. I'm like, yeah, that match wasn't as good. Actually, that match wasn't as good as I remember. Yeah, we got to bump this down.
Yeah, but to 5. That's most like some night too.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good pay. It was a. All right, the one match I didn't get mentioned because it wasn't even on the list was the women's.
Yeah,
tag match.
It wasn't great. Liv and Raquel should have won that though.
It was not a good match.
Yeah,
and then we had all of our normal Mania stuff where Snoop Dogg versus versus The Miz.
Wait, we forgot to mention fucking Pat McAfee and George Kittle teamed up on The Miz.
Yeah, it had its fun moments.
It was fun. I don't think it was that great though. We talked about
the highlight obviously was Shane McMahon injuring
tearing
himself
both the
within a
squads.
minute. And then Snoop Dogg improvising on the spot.
It wasn't even him improvising. The cameraman was like, punch him.
So, yeah, I had Mania in 4. That felt like
I put it in 5.
It's a good spot for me.
So we're still around the same area.
We're around the same area. This is where I think we could see some changes, backlash.
Just Bad Bunny versus Priest.
So, Bianca versus Io.
Which was a banger.
Seth versus Omos.
Kind of a banger.
Banger for an Omos match.
Yeah, this way. If it wasn't Omos, it would be like it's 7. It's like
mid.
an 8.
It'd be mid-ish.
It's
But with it
mid.
being Omos and those expectations, it was really good.
Yeah.
We'll see you in end of January, Omos.
We need neck out of fucking Brock Lesnar or something. Yeah.
Theory retains against Lashley and Bronson Reed.
Forgot about that.
I did too. Rhea versus Zelina Vega.
We talked about this last video, or last episode, I'm
Banger.
gonna call it. Banger. Shouldn't have been that big of a match, but it was awesome.
Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest.
Biggest pop of the year. We talked about the last.
Riddle, KO, and Sammy versus Solo and the Usos.
Back it up. Wait, one more time.
Riddle, KO, and Sammy.
Oh, this is when Riddle was shoved into that fucking storyline. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Did you forget Riddle? Did you forget Riddle?
I forgot Riddle was shoved into that. Yeah. I remember Riddle had a
Against
fucking
Solo and the Usos.
Okay.
And we probably got the best of the trilogy between Cody and Lesnar.
Yes. The only thing that made SummerSlam decent.
This is Backlash.
But I'm talking about the trilogy. Was the promo before Backlash with the fucking like romantic type like. I love that promo. I tweeted about it yesterday because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
So I had Backlash in second.
I had a 4.
Wow. I felt like this was to me.
I had it behind the Rumble. If it makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah. No. That's fair. What?
Oh yeah.
Could we have the same one?
You're not prepared, Brad. You're not prepared.
Because I felt like the same. Unless there's one more I could see at 1. Otherwise, we might have the same one.
You were not prepared.
So to me, like I said,
you said
there's a lot of rewatchable matches on this list.
Would you Backlash that?
2.
2. Okay, so we're still on the top. Like
we're still similar. To be fair,
it's gonna go downhill once we hit. After
this next pay-per-view, I think is gonna be everything's gonna change.
I don't know about that.
So the Bianca EO banger.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Omos, I could rewatch it.
It's a nice, fun rewatch.
Theory, Lastly, Bronson Reed.
Forgettable. We just talked about that.
Rhea versus Selena, I could watch this for the crowd alone.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest.
That pop alone is
and Bad Bunny was outstanding wrestler.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of LWO intervention, a bunch of
Toledo returned.
Your return of the year, which is I still can't believe you fucking said that.
Yeah, I know, right? Unexpected.
Dude, I re-listened to it last night because I was bored at work.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what was bro on?
I stand by it. It was to me the only return this year that was completely unexpected. I
guess
it was the only one.
I mean, Kairi Sane was originally leaked, and then people denied it.
But it felt like it was just it was a ticking time bomb for Kairi Sane.
Yeah, I guess.
Riddle, KO, Sammy was forgettable.
Yeah, because I totally forgot Riddle was in that fucking storyline for a little bit.
Exactly. And then Cody versus Lesnar won.
Best of the trilogy.
Best of the trilogy. This is a very rewatchable pay-per-view with only really, I could stand here and say one skippable match.
One completely skippable. One I might skip a little bit of it just kind of get into
it. I don't remember the KO, Sammy, Solo, and Usos match. But it was probably pretty solid.
It's KO and Sammy are really solid. The Usos are really solid.
It's probably really solid. Mm-hmm. So,
all right. What was after Backlash? Was it Night of Champions? Was it Night of Champions?
It was Night of Champions.
Okay, this was at 1 p.m. my time, and
I did not watch this live.
I just got off of work, and I watched half of it.
I was so pissed because I was at because I had a CU game that day. And I'd open Twitter to see, check if there's anything big happening in college football. The first thing I see is a spoiler of the opening match, which was Seth Rollins was the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Which I love. Honestly, if they actually had a cheap version of that belt, that would be sitting right there instead of the old WWE Championship.
So, obviously, we had Seth versus AJ. We had a bad Lesnar Cody match.
Yeah, that was terrible. It was a squash match.
But to credit, it really showed Cody as a tough SOB, not tapping out. KO and Sammy versus Roman and Solo,
which is good.
Which had the Jimmy Uso turn.
Yeah, then he returned
Yeah.
in the next pay-per-view or 2 pay-per-views later.
The most shocking banger of the year, I'd argue, in Gunther versus Mustafa Ali.
Forgot about that happening.
It was a banger.
I remember watching that. I didn't like it.
Everyone thought it was going to be a squash.
It should have been.
And it was like a 10-minute actually letting Ali cook match.
I remember being all right, but I remember don't like him because I also didn't like Mustafa Ali before when he was in the company. So
We had a squash when we had beat Natalia.
Natalia should never been on the pay-per-view.
When her first PLE defense of the year.
No, because she defended on Backlash.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, I don't think. Bianca lost the title to Asuka with the Miz.
Yeah, which was it was surprising, but like.
And
Okay.
Becky versus Trish. And Trish Stratus won that match.
That was Trish won.
That was the one Trish won.
No, I'm saying that's Becky versus Trish.
One.
Of the trilogy they had.
I had this at 7.
I had said 8.
No, still same realm.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I just there's something rewatchable that I can like think of here, besides maybe the fucking Seth match.
Yeah.
I'd
rewatch Gunther Ali.
The bloodline stuff at that point was kind of coming in like weirdly muddled, and
so it was shocking at that point because everyone thought Jay was gonna be the first one to turn.
Yeah,
and that's what was the shock of it.
But looking back with the future 2020 stuff like that, like looking back, it was like, okay, whatever. It gets muddled.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank and Bessie is next.
Yes, Money in the Bank is next.
All right.
Let's get the big highlights. EO's your Money in the Bank. Miss Money in the Bank. Damien's your Mr. Money in the Bank.
EO was the right choice looking back at it now, but other than that, I really wanted Becky to win. But yeah, I'm fine with.
I don't think Damien was the right choice.
With how they're doing it right now and how badly they're doing the Money in the Bank storyline, I understand that now.
At the time, it was awesome.
I still don't think LA Knight should have won because of now looking back at what happened in the future of the year. He's much bigger than he would have been with Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So
I think there's another alternative option. I think Logan Paul would have been hilarious with it.
I think Logan Paul would have been the best option, yes.
We had Dom vs. Cody.
Underrated.
We had Seth vs. Finn.
This is Seth vs. Finn 1, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, okay.
We had Gunther versus your favorite Weed fan.
Favorite what fan?
Weed. And Matt Riddle.
He had 2 PLDs?
He was on back-to-back PLE.
No, so it's not a champion. My guy.
Dude, I'm not okay.
It's past midnight my time. I understand.
It's 11:20. John Cena showed up.
That is true.
And then we had the Usos versus the Bloodline with Roman.
The Bloodline Civil War, yeah. This is when Roman got pinned, yeah.
And I will say this, looking back now, I wish I would have had this high on my list.
Where do you have it, my guy?
Where do you have it?
I have it at 7. Right about Night of Champions. But behind
Grayson, we have them flipped.
What the fuck?
I'm like,
okay, this is what I mean by when I tweeted yesterday. It's like, I think our MVP picks are a perfect reflection of ourselves because we're very closely aligned, but we're very different people.
That's my 8. to me, it's there's
we're 1 or 2 positions off, and the only thing we like really disagreed on was Backlash.
Yeah, and that was you had it at 4, I had it at 2.
That's the only thing we really are.
So here's the interesting thing though is I have 1 in 3 open. No, I have 1 in something else. You have 1 and 2.
I have 1 and 2. Yes.
I have 1 and 4.
Yeah, because we covered 3, 4, 5.
I
6,
swear to
7,
God,
8.
I have 1 and 5. I have
1, 2, 9, 10, 11.
I have 1, 5, 9, 10, 11.
Oh God.
This is exactly my. Okay, this is
perfect order.
But to me, looking back, none of these matches really I don't rewatch. Like I will go out.
I might rewatch Dom and Cody just kind of for fun, but like other than that,
none of them are like the moment. Nothing will beat the shock of Jay pinning Roman.
That's like the only moment I can think of. Like that's maybe worth a rewatch, but it's like the moment.
But, like the Money in the Bank matches were all right.
Those ladders, remember not having any give to them.
No.
That Logan Paul versus Sabian spot though.
Ricochet.
It was no. I'm talking about where Logan Paul jumped
Oh.
off and hit Damian on the ladder. Jade had 0 give to it, and they just bounced off.
Oh. Yeah. The Logan Ricochet spot got botched. That was supposed to be the iconic moment.
Yeah.
Granted, though, Ricochet saved it,
Mm-hmm.
and I adjusted Logan. So credit to them.
Yeah,
but
solid.
It was mid.
Yeah, it's through the middle pack. Yeah.
SummerSlam. So
Noble moments. Brock ripping his shorts. Ricochet having Optimus Prime gear and fucking up everything.
Yep. So we had Charlotte versus Bianca versus Asuka.
Not a good match, but awesome selling by Bianca.
That selling was insane. We also had the Io Shane cash in.
Io Shane? Wow, that's not the
Io, my God, Io Sky. Io Sky. We had the Io Sky cash in. We had Seth versus Finn 2.
Which is probably the best match of that night.
Cody versus Lesnar.
Ripping the shorts, yeah.
Gunther versus Drew.
It was all right match.
I loved it.
All right. It was a good at the time. I just don't think it
Roman versus Jay.
And then they had the Jimmy turn, yeah.
Yeah. Logan versus Ricochet.
Bad match, but
the LA Knight Battle Royale winner.
Only reason, I'm still pissed about SummerSlam. I'm still really pissed about SummerSlam.
Why? Because he won?
No, because this is the thing that Becky got pushed off of for this LA Knight Slim Jim Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have happened. They should have had Slim Jim steel cage match. Like, you could still sell it and have Becky Lynch and Trish.
Something else. And then Ronda versus Shayna.
Which was I liked it at the time. Like there's video recording of me with Geek doing the reaction of me enjoying it at the time.
No.
I rewatched it, not good.
So where do you have this?
SummerSlam is number 10.
Here's our gap.
This is your massive gap. This is your 5.
This is my 5.
Really?
Yes.
Where's the good match here?
Dude, you know I will go back and rewatch this match.
This is equivalent to my Mania. That's what you're saying.
To me, this is Gunther Drew.
I don't think it's the best match of the fucking night.
I absolutely loved it. Seth vs. Finn was awesome. The general confusion when Jimmy turned on Jay.
Yeah, and also another point I want to make about that match is the Tribal Combat, they didn't flesh out the rules on TV, but online they had the rules that if any Bloodline member got involved, immediately was DQ'd for Roman. Which, what the fuck happened there? Yeah. Oh, also this was Cody should have gotten DQ'd for throwing stairs at Brock.
Yeah. I mean, this was my 5. I'm like, I probably should have switched money in SummerSlam, but this is a pay-per-view I would rewatch and probably not skip anything.
There's only one match I'd watch,
and probably only skip would probably be Ronda Shayna.
I'd only watch.
Granted, this could also be spewed by personal bias because this was the first non-Mania my cousins came up for to watch.
That's fair.
And because we started a trend. Oh no, no, it was our first year doing SummerSlam as well. So my cousins come up for. It was started with just the Rumble, and then they came for both nights of Mania this year, and then they also decided to do SummerSlam.
Okay.
So we got a tradition of watching Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam all together.
Basically, 4 besides.
And then Survivor, just because of the timing of Survivor Series.
Okay.
They're both nurses.
So there's a little nostalgia in there. I definitely get the nurse part, yeah.
And the time and a half Thanksgiving week pay is nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So he didn't want to. He didn't want to take the week off.
That's fair.
To drive him up because of the money, and I'm like, Survivor Series, who cares?
Really?
Not knowing what was going to happen this year at that point in time.
I'd only rewatched Finn and Seth. That's the only thing I'd rewatch in this thing. That's the only thing that's keeping it out of the bottom part.
See, here's the interesting part now, Duck. Either your 9, 10, or 11 is your 5 or 4.
I have 1 and 2 open. That's it. I have 1, 2, and then I have 9 and 11.
9, 10. So one of my 9, 10, 11s is your 2 or 1.
Yep.
Because I'm confident now that we have one of the 2 top 2, and I think we have the same one.
We may.
So Payback. Becky versus Trish Stratus.
Amazing match.
Miz versus LA Knight.
Great match. Great lead up.
Ray versus Theory.
Don't remember it. Okay, that's a pass. That's
KO and Sammy versus Finn and Priest.
awesome. That was an amazing
Waller-
match. I love that match.
Waller effect with Cody Rhodes.
Great. That's when they announced. When they announced that, they announced something with that.
I don't remember what they announced.
There was something announced.
Rhea versus Raquel.
One of Rhea's best defenses.
Seth versus Nakamura.
Okay, match. I think they could have swapped with Seth and Rhea.
This is my 10.
This is my 1. This is my best PLE of the year.
Wow.
I cannot think of any night that was better. You also got to remember, this was very heavily circulated around the Judgment Day.
That is fair. Yeah, even the poster was Judgment Day.
This is literally like my faction having their own PLE that's not called Judgment Day, which it would have been awesome if they called it Judgment Day because that used to be a PLE name. But like this is heavy centered around it. I think this is Rhea's best defense. This is that KO Sammy versus Judgment Day fucking match was awesome. Like all the matches you mentioned, I think there's only one pass there, and I honestly all the other ones I could rewatch any day.
To me, I didn't. I couldn't remember any of these matches. Like
you can remember Trish versus Becky.
I really couldn't. Like I could. That is. I don't know why.
We're gonna have some fighting words next episode.
I don't know why. Is this? Oh my god! It's gonna be in the top. Oh, huh.
We're gonna have some fighting words.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this now. Then
you're gonna rewatch Payback, my guy, before we do the best matches of the year.
Like I can tell you, I could tell you the feuds were good.
Mm-hmm.
But all of them were good. But to me, and I'm looking at this and I'm probably going to regret my 9 now. This probably should have been my 9 over my 9.
No, this is my 1.
I was so confident on 9, 10, 11 would be the exact same, too.
Absolutely fucking not.
But there's our gap.
I love Payback, bro. That was such a fucking good night.
It was coming.
Dude, I remember Finn hitting that coup de grace, and I was like so happy when he hit it.
You want your chance to talk about Payback some more so we don't skip over your 1?
I'm not, no, because we talk about Payback more. I'm going to give up more of our next episode.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Okay, Fastlane.
Jesus Christ.
We had the horrible title swap.
What?
Cody and Jay.
Okay, I'm like, we didn't do a title swap this year. We made new titles.
LWO for some reason beat Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm. This is one of our first episodes of predicting and then recapping those. So
yes, this is first one. EO retained,
which is against who?
Asuka and Charlotte.
Okay, it was all right.
Cena and LA Knight versus Solo and Jimmy.
Bad.
And then the horrible last man standing match.
Yeah, this is my 11.
This is my 11 too.
Awesome.
To me, the highlight of this was quite literally the post conference. The press conference afterwards,
dude,
was the best part of it.
Making that TikTok was tedious because I kept just saying nope, and it would just switch back to us. But I had to rewatch that press conference, at least the meme version of it someone made, which whoever did that awesome job loved it. I could not stop laughing for I replayed it 4 times.
Yeah. So I felt like that was gonna be the unanimous 11.
Yeah,
even we said it on that episode. I want to say that this was the worst PLE of the year.
It definitely had the worst audience, at least. Too. Yeah, we definitely thought it was going to be the worst PLE of the year.
The audience didn't help either.
I think we were holding out for Crown Jewel to be worse, or maybe Mr. Evans.
Because we thought there was a chance it could be worse.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Yeah, obviously because it's our last one.
And I can tell you right now that's probably a 10.
No, my 10 was SummerSlam, my guy.
Oh, sorry, you're 9.
Yeah, my 9 is indeed Crown Jewel. Yeah.
So to go over the matches, Sammy vs. JD was on the kickoff show,
which had some lead up to it because of the Damien. He's still Damien's preface.
There was some build. LA Knight versus Roman Reigns.
Great match, but not much else to say about it.
Not much. Ray vs. Logan Paul. Good match. Good match.
It was a good match. The only thing I can remember is Logan saving Ray's life.
Seth versus Drew.
Good match.
Good match. Great storytelling from that moment.
We're saying good match for a lot of this. I think what really killed us was the fucking crowd.
I think what really killed it is some of these next upcoming matches.
I'm trying to think.
Rhea versus Nia versus Shayna versus Zoe Stark versus Raquel.
This is a crown jewel. That's right. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought it was said no champions for some reason. I mean,
Where
Rhea had a great sell in that match.
Rhea sold her ass off at one point.
But like,
That was really it. That was the one highlight from this match.
I mean, I remember the gays going really crazy over Rhea, so that's the only thing I remember from that match.
That's the sum of the matches Rhea sold well at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Cena versus Solo.
Bad match. It was just Simone's Spike or Simone's Spike.
Io versus Bianca.
Not a great match.
Okay.
Literally the worst one they had between this one and Backlash. Like
Cody versus Damian.
it was night and day. Not needed for this PLE.
Like I said, the first 3 matches we said, we all agreed good. Even the 4 with Sammy and JD.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Not good. Bad.
It's dragged. It makes a combination of mid, but like I think it's enough to get past SummerSlam in my mind, but not above Night of Champions. Just because
to me, it's none of these matches I said, wow.
Yeah,
I can tell you
nothing's
right
were
now.
like, hey, this is like match of the night. Like most definitely like
Over the next week, there's only one I'm going to rewatch for next week. And that's going to end up being Setsu.
okay.
And that's just to make sure I'm not tripping, that it's not on the list.
I already get my list done, so
I don't have mine done.
I love how you get my list done like weeks ahead of time. You're like, I'm gonna do it the day before.
I want you to know I wrote down. I started this list last night. I have time to watch because school's done for me.
I got some school doing after this recording.
I have to finish my final and I'm done. So I have like a week to watch matches to make my list, and I'm going to use the time.
All right.
And now the last one, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, yeah.
Which, to make you laugh, I wrote Survivor Games somehow on my notes.
Was Bert watching the fucking Hunger Games?
I've never watched Hunger Games.
We gotta get on the Hunger Games, my guy. Those are pretty good movies. The books are pretty decent too.
The movie guy is about to hook me up on movies.
That's kind of my thing. It's wrestling and movies. That's kind of what I do.
So we'll go over them card to shits and gigs, even though it happened 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Damage Control. Oh, well, hold on. We also didn't mention one thing at Crown Jewel during the Io Bianca match.
Kairi Sane return, yes.
Kairi Sane returned.
Which,
cool.
It was awesome after the fact.
The crowd ruined it.
Yeah.
Yay. Damage Control versus Becky, Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi.
Great match.
Great match. Judgment Day versus Drew, Cody, Seth, Sammy, and Randy.
Great match.
Gunther versus The Miz.
Great match.
Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee.
Good match. Confusing ending.
Rio versus Zoe Stark.
Surprisingly good match.
Surprisingly. And then the CM Punk return.
Yes.
This is my one.
This is my 2.
And this is the only one that never moved on my list outside of Fastlane.
This one actually did move quite a bit for me. I usually put it back at 5 and put Royal Rumble up here. But I was like, I think this is just me hating Punk, putting it back there. And I was like, okay, let's reevaluate what happened. The only thing that I can really think of that was bad per se was the Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar match. But that was also because it was just had a confusing end to me. Looking back at it now, besides the Punk return, which did bring it down for me originally, we talked about this during the recap.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked it. I really loved it. I don't think I could put over Payback because Payback was so just an adrenaline like.
To me, this was the most rewatchable PLE for me personally. I don't think there's a skip in here authentically. Outside of maybe moments.
You could skip Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar. It's not like
it's not. I won't hate you for it.
Yeah,
but I don't think I would.
Mm-hmm.
But none of these other matches, I'd say, are skippable. I might skip the 3 minutes of Shotzi entering because that was very bad.
I can't skip anything Shotzi did because all she did was eat fucking lids from fucking Kairi Sane.
But that would just be those first 3 minutes where Shotzi entered the match.
Okay. Yeah.
And looked very awkward at half the time of what am I supposed to do? Like she forgot all the spots that were planned.
She forgot how to hit people. It was like, it's the Hulk Hogan fucking chair shot.
that might be the one time that might be my only skip is those 3 minutes. But like I think about how all those women not named Shotzi really showed out too.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor Series.
There was the Charlotte Moonsault. There was the EO trash can spot. Curry Singh fucking going insane.
Bailey
Being MVP.
selling her heart off, taking one for the team.
This definitely could be like recency bias from us, but I really don't think so. I think it's just that good of a PLE.
I think it's just that good.
And I'm kind of regretting not going, but there was other circumstances that made me not go. So
Gunther vs. Miz was way better than anticipated.
You had the two best IC champions. You got to show out.
And I thought this was going to be an okay match. This was a great match. Mm-hmm. Where we saw face Miz do heel Miz shit.
And I like that. I appreciate that because it's like, hey, at my root, I am this heel, but like I'm trying to do better, All right, we got to go down this list really quickly.
Zoe Stark run over the fans, which was the other big thing.
I don't think
outside of Randy Orton return.
The only issue with that is that the night
after
Monday,
they ruined it.
The Monday after, it was ruined. Randy came back, 11.
Yeah. Now let's run down our end list.
Yeah. Bro lost his list. He just deleted it.
I just didn't update it on here. I forgot I did a last minute change, but I have the order at the bottom, but I just didn't change it at the bottom.
He's confused.
So I had to fix it. There we go. Right? That is the right order, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
11. We both had Fastlane, correct?
Yeah, both had Fastlane.
10. I had SummerSlam.
I had Payback,
which I think is still
biggest gap of all of them.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel's both. Yep.
I had Money in the Bank at 8.
I had Night of Champions.
I had Night of Champions at 7.
I had Money in the Bank.
I had Elimination Chamber at 6.
Same here as well.
I had SummerSlam at 5.
I had Mania.
I had Mania at 4.
I had Backlash at 4.
I had Rumble at 3.
So did I.
I had Backlash at 2.
I had Survivor Series at 2.
And Survivor Series is my PLE of the year.
And Payback is my PLE of the year.
Which, very common lists, one massive difference.
Yeah. Which I honestly, I'm really surprised we agreed on any of them. It's not close.
I really thought Rumble was going to be a 1, truthfully.
Yeah, the only issue with that was the Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair match. That's the only real big issue, and that was such a bad match that it dragged it down so low. But I got like Survivor Series was awesome, and then Payback was just all my favorites just showing out. So
I mean, this is way more similar than I expected.
Did Liv Morgan only get one PLE match when she was healthy?
Because she got ridden off.
No, because she got hurt.
She got hurt and then she got ridden off as well.
No, she got hurt.
But she got hurt, but then they wrote her off, so it wasn't just she got randomly injured. Like what they can actually with Charlotte.
She's been hurt since.
She got hurt. She had a match back, and then she got hurt again.
She only had the Mania match.
No, but she got hurt. Then she had 2.
She was
in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, she was healthy after Mania. She was healthy until after
the Elimination Chamber.
She had 2. She was in Money in the Bank. Shut the fuck up. She was in the Money in the Bank. There was Sheena.
Then she had 3.
The Sheena turn, remember?
Oh.
We totally forgot about the match. Sheena and Ronda versus Liv and Raquel for the tag champions.
That wasn't even on the list I read for the matches.
I totally forgot about that match. I remember.
Then she had that. She had Elimination Chamber.
And she had Mania.
She had Mania. She was in the Rumble.
Oh, okay. I'm just being delusional then.
She had Money in the Bank.
So she had 4 out of 11. And she was hurt half the year, so. See, this is why I'm saying Trips loves her and is going to make her Royal Rumble winner. So
she was in more than you realize.
Yeah, I totally thought she was only 1 or 2. Okay, never mind. You had something you want to talk about after we got to the list.
There's if we needed time. And you responded to this tweet.
Oh, God.
But I saw it before I even saw your response. It was concerning our friend Karrion Kross.
What did I say about Karrion Kross on Twitter?
And how you would book him in 2024.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And to give you an idea of what some people are saying about this man, which is unwarranted hate, is that he should be drafted to McDonald's.
Hilarious. Definitely not true.
That was my so I didn't actually see that at first, but I opened retweets hoping yours would pop up to the top because we're mutuals, and that was the one at the very top.
Oh,
So you want me to pull up what you said?
I shouldn't. I haven't tweeted that much today, have I?
I have it pulled up. If you want me, just read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Book him that he's the reason this much misfortune happens to superstars he's feuded with.
Yeah.
Drew, Roman, AJ, they did the same thing with the Riches, with the tag belts. It fits Karrion and Scarlett's gimmick too.
Yep.
That's what they did in 2023.
What are you talking about? It is 2023, my guy.
But it's how you would book them going into 2024.
Yes.
And that's exactly what they did this year with Karrion.
They didn't do it right.
They talked that shortly after Ray's feud with Damian, Karrion Kross focused on family. Dom turned.
You're talking about 2022. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm the off.
I'm like, bro, this year Karrion's
Sorry.
barely been on TV.
Yeah, I'm all year off.
So I understand where you're coming from, but the way they can do it here is they can build up Karrion as I'm like this all-seeing, all-judging, like Punisher. So I think they can definitely do it. They just need to do it right. I think 2022, yes, they did well with Ray and stuff like that. But like, there's more you can do with it. You can delve into it and make him a talent, not just like, and make it more like in your face, not like, hey, this is like whatever. Just make it like so Karrion like comes back after the misfortune, be like, this is all me.
And it kind of ties into where, and I saw the new reply, and I'm like, that's perfect. And it's have him run a stable.
Honestly, give him the Witches.
Let him run a stable. Give him a dog-minded, darker stable.
I'm trying to think of who else besides the Witches would fit into that right now.
I think there's some people in catering who could do that.
Catering. Just bring out a fucking waiter.
Let me pull up the SmackDown roster real quick. There's a lot of people on SmackDown. So it's hard to remember them all at once.
People think that Paige is going to come back to WWE.
No.
Apparently, before she was offered a contract with AEW, Trips did offer her a contract.
No.
I don't think that Trips is willing to risk her health.
Yeah, probably not.
Especially with the performance is one thing, but I think that Paige is so. It's nothing against Paige. I think Paige is great. She's one of the greatest of all time, greatest women of all time to step in the ring. But like, I think Paige's health is at a point where, and her mental state where it's so stubborn that she can still perform at what she was doing before the injury. The product becomes muddled and it becomes not as great. Because we saw that suplex not like a month or two ago where she took the suplex on the apron, but it's the slowest, lightest suplex you've ever seen in your life. Also, DK Metcalf fucking suplex Fred Warner tonight. Just it's brought him to Suplex City.
So, let me give a little talk to this SmackDown person before. But I think I saw the two people it has to be. Where's the fucking SmackDown person? Oh, no, it was two NXT call-ups. One has been in talks, which is Tyler Bate.
Is Tyler Bate like that?
He can be.
I mean, Tyler Bate's versatile, but like, is he that versatile? I don't know.
And then the other name, another NXT call-up, which you might not like, I would love, which is Dijak.
Also known as T-Bar, right?
Also known as T-Bar.
I can see it. I just know him because when I was playing 2K22 back when I was like starting to get back into wrestling again. That's how I know him by.
Or if you have watched the match I sent you between Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic.
I still have not watched it because
I saw you. Also known as Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah.
And to me, those are just two, and I granted they're probably not the right two.
I'm just thinking like who currently has a gimmick that's kind of like Karrion Kross. I think that maybe I've been watching too much anime, but gave him like the Witches and called like maybe not call it a harem, but like call it something like that. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to get rid of to have two Raw superstars jump over, or one.
What Raw superstar would jump over? I mean,
to give him something better to do would be Bronson Reed.
No.
Just so he has something that's not this.
No.
Or put
the issue is I think nowadays is that kayfabe is so like thin right now. Like that's why Judgment Day, when they first entered the scene with Edge and everything, no one liked them because they were this supernatural type gimmick, and no one liked it because they were the kayfabe line is very slim now because of social media and stuff like that. So it doesn't work as well as it did like with the Undertaker. So I think that the supernatural gimmick might not be able to be used unless you do it perfectly, and that's what they need to do with Karrion Kross right now to make it perfect.
And when they did in Treasure 2, they did it perfectly.
They can do it better.
They can do it better, but they did it for the first run through, outstanding.
But he's always taking losses. We need him to win a few matches here.
And I still, the one that lives rent free is his promo on Ray in the training room about the horse. And my first thought was, look, we don't need him to speak often, but
what does Scarlett do?
I don't know. Look good.
It is his wife. I mean, she has a very entertaining program on WWE's YouTube channel, but other than that,
but let him. Don't have him talk much. Because I feel like if he was on the mic every day, kind of ruin him a bit. But give him kind of a mic piece in the stable where he runs the stable, and make it very clear he's calling the shots. But give him someone who's talented on the mic. In the stable. And then when he has the mic, everyone's eyes will be on it because he doesn't talk every damn show.
Yeah. Random question. I'm thinking about like recent SmackDown stables. Hit Row kind of vanished because Top Dollar got fired. Where the fuck has Ashante and fucking BFAB been? I know BFAB was talking to like the Street Profits, but what has she done? Where has she been?
The answer is nothing.
Good answer. It's a great answer.
That is honestly the answer.
Anything notable that's coming up besides Charlotte's injury?
I'm double checking.
Got our Wars releasing a DLC. Oh, did we talk about Carmella coming out at the end of Trick Williams' match and then
Black? No. I mean, to be fair, I just realized we never talked about Trick Williams getting called up and Booker T coming up with him.
We didn't. We said we were going to talk about that afterwards, but like,
when we talked about him winning the match, and then we never did.
It happens. We get mixed up and things.
First off, either Booker T needs to come up with Trick Williams when Trick Williams gets called up, or Pat McAfee needs to return. And we have Pat McAfee ad-libbing for Trick Williams.
Honestly, if for whatever reason Trick Williams can't talk to the mic, which he definitely can, having Booker be as like his manager would be awesome.
I think just the ad-libbing the entrance live is. Yeah. I'll have Wade Barrett do it like we saw that one PLE.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This school money.
Yeah, Trick Williams is now the number one contender for the NXT Championship, which is gonna be a banger against Ilya.
Absolute banger.
At New Year's Evil, but Carmella walked out at the end of that match, kind of looking a little bit mysterious.
It was posted live on a phone that it was just that he went out and hugged him.
Okay, because it kind of looked like I saw someone saying it was a 2K23 entrance for some reason Carmella was walking out.
Like a glitch. It was a glitch entrance.
Yeah.
I really wish he would have had a chair. Add more mystery. And then it's just of him shoving Trick shit down and it's a back massage. So everyone's like, what's this? What's going on? And they just kill all service within a mile of the stadium.
It's an EMP in the fucking You can't get
just kill. Just so everyone for like 20 minutes is what's happening.
Where is New Year's Evil going to be? Because that's the next thing.
What is?
New Year's Evil.
Oh yeah, they do have an upcoming pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's
upcoming PLE.
This is a horror movie made in 1980. So,
oh, I thought.
Here we go. January 2nd. Okay. All these things fuck off. here one day ago. Eddie Thorpe versus Dijak is happening apparently.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah. Oh, so at a house show. Oh, that's what we haven't talked about.
A house show? What happened at a house show?
So first off, at a house show, remember the spot on NXT where Bronson Reed got hit in the lowest section?
Mm-hmm.
It happened again at a house show today, so it feels like that's going to start to be a running gimmick.
Great, awesome.
Which
Big man gets the nuts. Awesome.
He sells it really well, to be fair.
I don't give a shit.
But last week we talked about December 25th, Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, so I was just putting this up, but I forgot about it. Yeah.
And we were planning on there to be a live show.
No, but Tripp says making a massive W decision, so.
And they also get the 24th off.
It's the
19th,
19th.
the 23rd.
It's the 19th to the 25th.
So the 19th through the 25th, they get off.
It's awesome.
Good guy Trips.
Awesome move by Trips.
NXT has to go to work right after Christmas, though.
That kind of sucks.
Nah, let them just do the best of NXT.
Well, they get the 19th off. They're fine.
Oh, that is true. And they'll probably end up working the 19th, knowing they'll pre-record it.
They said they might do a double taping for SmackDown next week, so
they might. I wouldn't be shocked if there's some double tapings.
Tomorrow on Raw, I know that we're not going to be able to talk about it since we're recording this before Raw happens. Yeah. Maxine Dupree versus Rhea Ripley. We talked about this match maybe happening next year as a championship match. This is a non-title match, which I think is stupid. Just make it a title match. There's no reason not to make it a title match.
Just for shits and gigs.
Just make it for shits and gigs. Be like, hey, this is your Christmas gift. Like Chad Gable talked to Adam Peters. This is your Christmas gift, Maxine. Here you go. Bro is on his phone.
Yeah. I'm looking for something else. Just one more thing.
But Rhea's gonna fucking. I really hope they don't squash her, but I hope that it's enough of a match where it's a semi-squash.
What if Maxine wins via roll up? That's the one time.
I hate and love it at the same time. I don't know what to think right now. I mean, I feel like Dom's gonna be ringside. I think she's gonna force him to be ringside because of him losing the title. I don't know I don't know what to think about that. Oh my god! Wait, no, never mind. I thought because Kevin wants me now. I was thinking about Dom maybe being thrown into the United States tournament. You have one more thing to bring up?
Yes. Remember the shocking announcement from Nakamura last week about how Cody's his target?
Yeah.
Guess what's already happening 1-on-1 Monday night?
Oh my god!
They're already doing Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes.
I mean, they kind of have to. It's not going to go on PLE. There's no reason to put it on PLE. Where's it going to go? Because we only have 2 PLEs before Mania coming up between now and then. That are main roster. We're not talking about New Year's Eve and stuff like that. It's Royal Rumble, which they can't do because Cody's in the Rumble, and I mean they put Nakamura in the Rumble and have a little bit of a feud there, but it doesn't mean it doesn't get fulfilled there. And then they have the Chamber, which I don't think that's where Cody's going to win his chance at Roman. So not going to happen. They should have put Cody as his target. It should have been someone else.
It definitely should have been some. It should have been Drew.
Jesus Christ!
Do you know how much more fun it would be if Drew's trying to go after Jay?
Mm-hmm. And
Sin's going after Drew?
Yeah.
Oh, we also get Drew versus Jay 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm. Do indeed. Shit, I had an idea. Oh my god. Fuck me. I had an idea. Shit, I lost it.
Okay, well, while you regroup that, we had 3 former wrestlers announce where they're going to be at in WWE who were part of the last Drastic Cuts. Dolph Ziggler's having his first match January 20th. He's having one before Riddle.
Okay, good.
He's having one match before Riddle in Puerto Rico.
It's a good place to have a wrestling match, as we know.
And then the Maximum Male models have
They got jobs?
They got jobs!
Holy shit!
They are part of Deadlock Pro Wrestling.
What the fuck is that? They didn't even go to they didn't go to ROH, TNA,
which is honest. So
anywhere
Deadlock
else.
is the fastest growing one right now.
Really?
which is also where Chris Danger resides.
I don't give a shit. I know who Chris Danger. I've heard his name,
But that is where they are. They debuted tonight. Tonight. It was tonight.
Tonight, as in the 11th, or tonight, as in the 10th.
10th.
So they already had their match.
They didn't have a match. They
showed up.
They ran into it.
And they're still a tag team?
Yes.
That's wild.
They must really like each other.
Like,
they ate a lot of catering together in their time in WWE.
Or is it like that, whatever the company is, Deadline, just is like, hey, we need both of you to come. We can't just take one of you because you guys aren't bringing up straw.
Oh, no. The tweet got 300,000 views from Mansoor.
Mansoor, for some reason, is really good on social media.
Mansoor, fun fact, almost has 50,000 followers.
Did you know he was not allowed to lose on WWE Networking? Because of the deal with Saudi Arabia, he was not allowed to lose.
Man, I wish we got Roman versus Mansoor now.
That's why they just never put him on TV. Oh, also Sami Zayn asked for time off and he was given it. That's why
I really respect that.
That's
why
I was
vote
thinking
him off. Return at the Rumble.
Yeah, dude. Last 4 people: Punk, Cody, Sammy, Drew.
And Drew wins.
I would love that. But
what if someone random wins the Rumble? Like,
dude, fucking give me some fucking random ass dude.
What if Akira Tozawa wins the Rumble?
Because of all his power, yeah, obviously he uses.
What if R-Truth wins the Rumble?
Akira Tozawa using 2% of his power instead of 1.
Hear me out. Akira R-Truth wins the Rumble. CM Punk walks up with a paper. Truth, you won the Rumble. I want your autograph. And it's him signing away his main event rights to CM Punk.
Oh, I love that.
Would you be against that at that point if CM Punk tricks Truth into the?
If that's how he gets it, no. I think it'd be hilarious. But R-Truth's just for bringing another fucking ladder.
What if part of the agreement is he joins Judgment Day officially?
The best member of Judgment Day.
He is Judgment Day.
That's false. You're false advertising.
He's the only member I care for.
Are we doing a predictions episode in January?
For Rumble?
Just in general. I know we're doing it for Rumble. I'm just saying, like, for next season, for next year, next season.
Yeah.
We're just doing like a straight like hot takes predictions episode. I don't remember.
So it's on the schedule.
I know next week is our top matches / feuds. But I think, right?
Because of this damn Discord update, I can't. Oh, there it is.
So next week we're doing top matches and feuds.
Yep, next week's top matches and feuds,
which is going to be a banger.
Can I not see the messages I pinned?
Bro, can I see his messages?
Can I?
Do I have to open Discord?
Yes, because it won't let me see the messages I pinned, but it lets me see the. Oh no, it just shows them as under both of us. Okay, so there it is. So it is Breakout Stars 20 biggest takes.
That's like is our first episode in January?
Yeah, it's January 6th.
January 6th.
Yes.
We can't put out an episode on January 6th. 2 years ago, my guy.
Huh?
Where were you on January 6th?
I have no idea.
You can't remember where you were.
No.
When the Capitol got fucking ransacked.
What?
You don't remember the fucking Capitol insurrection? On January 6th of 20...
No.
Okay.
No.
Brother's refusing to talk about it. He was there.
No.
He's working security.
I'm so fucking confused.
The Capitol.
Oh.
In January 6th of 2021.
Oh.
Where were you on January 6th?
Not there. Not there.
You sure?
Fine. We'll upload it on the 5th. Fine.
Okay, we should wrap up this episode.
Fine, that'll go on the 5th.
I think we have
Make you
to.
happy. It'll
I
go
just
on
don't.
the.
I don't want to be seen as an insurrectionist. I don't want the FBI knocking on my door because I upload a video.
You know what?
and showing
Well,
sex.
you know what, Grayson? I'm gonna ask you. Ask you every day now what time we upload.
You know what time we upload? Okay, people. Just so I just makes more sense. I was asked. I was asked last Friday before the episode went out. What time does our episode go up? We upload every Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Always, unless it's a PLE. Motherfucker knew the PLE time.
Grayson, you're wrong.
What?
Saturdays is not 12 o'clock Central Time.
Fuck me.
Who
Sorry,
doesn't know?
I shut up. So Saturday is always Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Our PLE time is noon Central Time on Fridays.
Yes.
Motherfucker knew the PLE time,
I knew the PLE time.
but did not know the normal time.
Yep.
We've been doing this now for 12 episodes. Welcome to episode 12.
Well, we're about to hit
3 months
month.
into this.
We're about to hit month 4.
We're 3 months into this, and you still don't know the time that every episode goes up at.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
I have a challenge.
Anyways, guys, we will see you guys next episode when we talk about the top 5 feuds in 2023, the top 10 matches in 2023, and we'll go from there.
Yeet.
No yeet.
No, very yeet.
It's back, baby.